Okay, guys, let's have a extended talk about what happens whenever you start improving yourself as a man. There will be no, well, never mind, I'll take that back. So, let me give you a quick little overview of what I mean. Whenever you start working on your body, working on your finances, your charisma, overall your quality of life, what you're gonna bring to the table when you start dating, whenever you start working on that, you would think your options improve. They will, if you go to the millionaire status, like you making dumb money, right? But the middle class, the upper middle class, 250 grand or less, let's say that. I think anything above that just might not fit into that. Let's say 300 grand or less. You're above 80 grand, but below 300 grand. Your options actually don't become, you don't get a lot more options just because you improved yourself. Everybody, this is what nobody's talking about. So when I was living with my mom, making $500 a week, I had a lot more success than in 2020 when I actually did a flip in my life, right? I think in 2020, 2 years ago, I went from making $500 a week, then it became $1,000 a week in 2019. By 2020, it was like $2,000, then it went to $2,500 and so on, right? When I hit that $1,700 mark and I was able to buy furniture and, do basic shit that you would think that, okay, if I got my own spot, I got my car, I got all this stuff, I'm in the middle class. I'm in the upper middle class, basically. Not at 1,700, but maybe more than that. But you would think you would get more options, but guess what? The chicks actually start acting more insecure. They play more texting games, and they don't have it. They don't know what they don't even think they qualify for you. Okay, because in 2020, this is when I got out of a relationship in February 2020. I was fully all the way back in the dating, really right away, but really probably around April of 2020. And you won't believe, I started getting, my muscles started getting right, my money was right, my charisma's always been right, but I had my new car and all this shit. I had the car for 5-6 months, so I got a new car. I got a lot to talk about, And then you start getting chicks, you'll get their number. Y'all might be at a bar, hanging out, eating. She might kiss you and everything. Never hear from her again. What the fuck is that? That's what I was thinking in that moment when the first time that happened was, that's odd. So, okay, well, maybe she died. I don't know. So let's go try again. I do it again. I meet somebody. Oh, okay, so let's meet up. Okay, when are you free? Never hear again. But she was just so interested. I could have sworn she was ready to fuck today. I was trying to go out to eat, but she seemed like she was ready to fuck today, and then never hear from him again. I had a chick, man, this chick was dumb as hell. We went to this sushi restaurant. She had been spying on my page for months, she said, weeks, I don't know, but it was a while. And she's sitting in my lap, kissing me at the restaurant and shit. Get out to the car, she wants to come back home. We come back home, then she just flips. Then she just gets up, you acting too drunk, I'm about to leave. And I'm like, And then I text her like, hey, what happened? And then she comes back, and now she wants to fuck. And I'm like, why did you do that? But that's the insecurity. That because these are the good dudes, right? That women are looking for. They got their shit together, and I'm just trying to be cool. I'm just chilling. Like, hey, I want to get to know you. Yeah, I want to smash, but hey, I want to take you out with the. This is why I say stop taking the women in the United States. Stop taking them out on dates, especially if you're in the middle class. They don't appreciate that shit. For some reason, you're a soft guy. You want to take them out on a date, and if you do get a chick, you can take her out on a date. You're not really that attracted to her. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in the comments that know that they went through the same thing. A dude in the comments said he had more chicks when he was working at McDonald's. Now he's improved his body and he's got his money right. And now you're hitting a drought. Oh, this is when you consider paying for pussy. When you really improve yourself, man, I can't tell you how many droughts I went through. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I found myself, fooling with chicks that I really wasn't attracted to, because the chicks that I really wanted, it was always something. And then here's what this dumbass, so let's talk about the people when you express yourself. Let's talk about what they say when you're in this stage. You've improved yourself, and you're wondering why women aren't cooperating with you. They're not texting back. They're flaking on dates. They say shit like, "Oh, well, her loss. You dodged a bullet. Oh, it sounds good. Okay, well, this is every bitch I'm running into. So what am I supposed to do? Go celibate? Because, you dodged a bullet. Well, I'm in a mass shooting, dodging 45 bullets. It seemed like I can't sleep with nobody. I can't even get nobody taking my own date. This is what I was thinking when I was in 2020. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and eventually, yeah, you do run into some chicks that will, hook up with you or will hang out with you. But like I said, you might not be that attracted to them. And then this dumbass is also going to say something like this. Well, maybe you need to look in the mirror and realize that you're attracted to the wrong thing. You need to look in the mirror. Guys, people that say shit like this, like, oh, you're dodging a bullet, they're not your real friends. Get rid of them. Promise you. So what do you do? What do you do? You're a man, you've improved yourself. You probably was fooling around with, little trashy hoes back when you was... making 30 grand a year, and then you improve yourself, and now you're making, like, let's say, like 100 grand, 120 grand, 150 grand, and now you're getting bullshit. Now you're getting texting games. Now you're questioning yourself, like, am I not enough? Because when you were down here, you thought, when I hit 150 grand, I'm gonna at least start getting some 8s and some 9s, some chicks that's some arm candy. When I walk around, it's gonna be like, yeah, he got the good girl. You think that's what's gonna happen, but the cold truth is when you hit that 100 to 150 grand range, that's not is what happened. That's not what's happening. Sorry. What's happening is you're getting flaked on, and I'm not gonna keep repeating this shit. You're gonna get flaked on. You're gonna get texting games. You're gonna get questions like, why are you single? There has to be something wrong with you. So let me tell you what that means. I'm going to pretend like I'm the woman. Oh, Austin, I was really attracted to you. You got your swag right, your teeth nice, your body right, you got your own apartment. You got it together. But there's got to be something wrong with you. I'm going to sit here and pick at you and point little things out that you do wrong and sabotage this whole thing, cause a problem until this entire relationship that we're trying to form is destroyed, whether if it's a sex buddy or an actual relationship where we're committed. Whatever we got going on, I'm about to sabotage it because something's got to be wrong with you. There's nobody out here that seems to have all the boxes checked. And then there's some guy watching this right now, some woman watching this right now that heard that statement that's going to say, oh, you just dodged a bullet. Be glad you dodged a bullet. So let me tell you, man, again, you're going to have to go celibate. Because people think stupidly like this, that, oh, you dodged a bullet. Well, be prepared to go 6 months without having sex. Well, sex isn't it's not anything. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Quit telling men that shit. We're humans just like you motherfuckers are. We have a sex drive. We have fucking hormones. Get the fuck out of my face telling me I should be ashamed of myself for having a sex drive. Sex is not everything. Who gives a fuck? It's sex. I want it. But yeah, so my advice to you is I dealt with that. 2021 was a little better, I had some chicks that I liked, but I was still getting the bullshit of, okay, these trash chicks that you really don't want to be seen in public with, bitch, you'll never meet my mom. There's no problem having sex with them. But the ones that, oh, damn, she bad. Well, you get her number, she's texting you back. It takes 6 hours per text to come back. You call her, she never has time to talk. but she left a note on your car. That doesn't make sense. Oh, well, Austin, you dodged a bullet. Something must be wrong with her. Oh. Well, here's what I tell you guys to do. I can guarantee you this. When I was in Brazil, that shit didn't happen. If it did happen, it was at a minimal level. Flaking, the super delayed text, all that bullshit, all the something must be wrong. I've never heard somebody in Brazil ask me something must be wrong with you. And if they did ask, they were like, oh, you're single? Really? And they didn't think, oh, something must be wrong with him. You know, an American chick, she's going to think something must be wrong with him. He's single. No, bitch, maybe it's just the day you called me and I don't have a girlfriend, stupid motherfucker. But, yeah, so they just say, oh, well, I'm going to get you. And that's a logical way to think. But American women, they don't think very logical. They think everything is wrong with you. But really, all in all, you're trying to improve yourself. So here's what you do. You go to your post office. You go apply for a passport. You wait. You get it in the mail. And you know what you do? You can either try Brazil. I can vouch for that one because I've been there. You can try Colombia. I can't vouch for that one yet, but I'm going there in like 4 weeks. Or I've heard the Philippines. I've heard Thailand. African countries. I mean, that's a traditional continent there. You can try African countries. You can try Romania, Poland. You can try Vietnam, Cambodia. You can try anywhere that's not similar to the United States, and you're not going to get this foolish thinking. You're going to get some logic. So I'm just elaborating even further. Men, don't think it's all peaches and cream once you start getting more money. There is a downside. You will go through a drought. Now, I'm not talking to the men that's able to pay for the $4,000 business, or no, let me be a little more extreme. The $16,000 plane ticket to Rio when you can buy the same plane ticket for $1,100. I'm not talking to y'all. See, I can pay for the $1,100 plane ticket to Rio 4 or 5 times a year. Okay, we're talking like that's almost $6,000 after tax and all that. So that's still middle. That's upper middle class, but that's still middle class, right? The dudes that can pay that $16,000 ticket, y'all more than likely are not having a problem. Because if you got that much money to blow on a ticket, you're not having the same problem. Go to another country. You're gonna get less games. You're gonna go on less pointless dates. It's not it. Even if I didn't get to have sex with a chick, I would never say I wasted a date in Brazil. It was still some sort of substance I got out of it. So get your money's worth. You spent the past 2, 3, 4, 5 years improving your body, your money, and I'm not gonna lie to you, especially if you in DFW, Dallas, Texas, DFW, you're not gonna get your money's worth. I can bet my bottom dollar on it. If you're making $150,000 legally, you're not getting your money's worth. If so, post pictures of the women that you're fooling with. But I have clients that make a lot more than me. And from what I've seen, the dudes that's making over $300,000, they were smashing the chicks, and I'm like, damn, that's the type of chick I'm looking for. Why can't I get that? What are you doing different? I know you make more money, but you got to be doing something else different, because apparently money ain't a problem. I don't have a problem. Well, I do now, but I didn't mind dropping $200 on a steak dinner date. I'd never do that shit again. But on a first date, when you're improving yourself, you would think, okay, I'm gonna bust my ass my whole next 5 years, so that way I can take a chick out to a real nice restaurant, treat her real good, and then get nothing in return. How does that sound? Would you still want to spend your money in the United States? Get your passport, go to another country, join the Facebook group, follow me on TikTok. I talk shit every day on there. It's logical shit though. It's shit that's useful. Okay? I'm starting a revolution. I'm getting people that And there's a lot of people that have had similar problems to me. If you've had similar problems, follow me. I'm speaking out for you, and I'm gathering other men like you, and we're gonna see the solution that I've found. So stay tuned.